to do.
FT
Twitter.
Live continues with our next guest. Ryan Yarbrough of the Kansas City Royals joins us right now. And hey, let's clap it up. He's back. Dude, great to see you. I know you've been through a lot. We've been thinking about you. We've spoken about you a couple times. Obviously, it's been a minute since we spoke and you dealt with the comebacker and just a brutal injury, but you look great. I know you're already back on the rehab process to get back on the field. Ryan, how you doing, man?
No, I appreciate it, guys. Definitely been missing talking to you guys. I'm at the beautiful Residence Inn here in Surprise, Arizona. So definitely good to be back. And the face hitters for the first time yesterday. So we're trending in the right direction, which is really exciting.
Was that strange? Was that scary? Was that what was your emotions? I know it wasn't a game, but still you're facing, did you have a screen in front of you? What was it like when you took them out and there was a guy standing there again 60 feet away?
Yeah, I think I honestly talked to the team. Like, they're very open and everything. Like, hey, how are you feeling? What do you want to do? Are you wanting guys to just stand in there for a little bit? Are you guys wanting to bunt? Like you said, are you wanting an L screen? And I was kind of told them, like, I'm honestly, just gonna treat it like I'm gonna rip off a Band-Aid. Uh, just kind of get out there and kind of see what happens. And I feel like you're just gonna build up the anticipation so much from doing everything else that it's gonna be harder. So. Yeah, I did that, and of course, the first ball was like a soft line drive back up the middle after that. But all good. It was one of those things the guy felt really bad. Weren't nowhere close to me, but enough to make you flinch and everything like that. But honestly, it was probably the best thing for me to kind of get it out of the way right from the get go, and then you can kind of settle in and throw the rest of your innings out there. So it was just, of course, the ball seems to find you right when you get back out there.
Are you punishing yourself by staying at the Residence Inn? Is that what you're like? Did you lose a bet to the Royals front office?
I like the Residence Inn.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's kind of like an apartment, right? You got your whole living room. I mean, I got a fireplace here, for the summer heat of Arizona, so that's really interesting to me. But no, I mean, it's fine. It's right next to the stadium. You get in, get your work in, and there's just a lot of downtime. It feels like spring training all over again. But honestly, I'm glad to be back out here. I mean, I wasn't even allowed in the dugout at home, so you felt like you were so like distant from the team. Obviously, you saw guys in the clubhouse every day, but with this kind of injury, you're not allowed to be in the dugout or anything. So just kind of be on the field with any kind of guys, or just be back doing things like on a normal basis has been great.
Does the team have like a psychologist that talks through this situation, or are they just like, well, whatever you come to us with, then we'll help you through that?
Yeah, I think I didn't talk to like a traditional psychologist or anything, but most teams, or a lot of teams now, have like mental skills and people in our. So we have a girl with us, Melissa, who was really great and was always talking to me and making sure like how I'm feeling, like, hey, how are you feeling through this thing like that. But I feel like I handle it really well. And it was just one of those things where I think part of it was, I think it kind of could be a blessing in a way. Like, I don't really remember exactly what happened. Obviously, I remember throwing, like the idea of throwing the pitch, and then the next thing I know, I kind of am on the ground, and then I got Salvi running up to me, like yelling me to stay down because I stupidly was like immediately trying to get back up, and like I probably was going to fall over again. So, and then obviously I haven't looked at the video or anything like that, which is, I think I'm probably never going to look at it just because everyone kind of told me, like, yeah, I don't think you really want to watch that. So, not really having that full like image in my mind of exactly what happened, I think probably helps like the recovery process and all that thing, where you're not really super focused on it. And I mean, it's a freak accident, right? I mean, we've been playing for however long since you're in T-ball and stuff like that. And this is the first time anything's ever like this happened. And I'm 31 years old. So just understand, like, it's something that happened. It was terrible, but at the same time, like, it's not something that's super common. It's unfortunate because you saw happen to another guy like a couple days right after me, and over the years, like, a couple of guys get hit, but it's not something you're gonna be consistently worried about. Like, it'd be in the back of your head, sure, but like, you understand, like, it's not something that's extremely common.
Rhino, how's your personal support system been? Wife, kids, mom, dad, cousins, your personal, coaches, people that you speak to on a regular basis. Since then, how have they reached out more? Have they, just words of encouragement? How have they helped you in this grind back to the field?
Yeah, it was honestly it was incredible the amount of support, the prayers, thoughts, especially with my wife, and then I mean just imagine what it puts them through, your whole family and support system, like you said. So I mean, my wife was there. And we have a 20-month old, almost 2-year old, and my wife is pregnant, so like she already has a lot going on. So the fact that my mother-in-law came up for like a week, my parents all came up to really just help out any way possible. They understood that I was getting taken care of the best possible way from the medical staff, from KU, the hospital. They knew that, so it was just a matter of kind of helping her and doing whatever they could to help her get through it. Just because it's an emotional toll on everyone, and seeing someone like that and going through that process. So. Um, Tons of people reached out. It took me a while to get back to text just for the fact of concussion protocols. I didn't look at my phone for like a week. Um, a lot of people I've played with, lots of family and friends from back home, just wanted to reach out and just say they were thinking about me, and um, just the people you've played with over the years. So many people that I played with in Tampa for the past 5 or 6 years, people I've played against, coaching staff. So like, there was a lot of people that reached out that even some that you necessarily didn't know or think about, like other coaching staffs that reached out to Q, our manager. So just the amount of love and support was incredible, and I couldn't thank them enough.
Ryan, how nice was it not to have to deal with your phone for a week?
It it was definitely interesting because obviously the first couple of days you're like I just want to sleep. I'm exhausted. Like I was kind of locked into it. And I kind of joked I was kind of locked in a dark room at the bottom of our house, like just trying to stay out of the way, get some sleep, really try to heal. And then you kind of get to those like fourth or fifth day when you're like, all right, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm literally laying in bed all day. I'm bored out of my mind because you're not allowed to do any TV, or like you can't concentrate and stuff that long. You're not like you're reading or looking at your phone anyway. So a lot of staring up at the ceiling, thinking about things, but definitely blessed that way. And a lot of family and people came over to hang out and support, but just getting a lot of rest. It was definitely a nice change of pace.
Ryan, give me the game plan. So now what? Take me through what the next X amount of days or weeks looks like for you to get back on the field. I mean, big league field.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where as soon as I got basically cleared from a concussion standpoint, I was able to kind of do whatever I want, whatever I felt comfortable with, as long as my head and everything felt good. So I've been playing catch for weeks, and I've thrown multiple bullpens of like multiple ups. So like I basically threw like a 3 inning simulated bullpen last week, and then yesterday I threw like a 3 inning live BP. So like everything was still in shape and everything, especially since I was in the 6th inning when it happened. So it was just a matter of continuing to keep that going. I still have obviously time from. I don't think I can come off until the right before the All-Star break, technically, from the 60 day. So I think the next step is to get into games and then just build up from there and be ready to go. And once they give me the call and say, "Hey, we want you back," like be ready to go. So at this point, it's just I think building back up. I've been lifting, running, throwing on a regular basis. Like I said, I threw a live BP yesterday. So I think the next logical step is to get into a game. So we'll kind of see what they say when that is.